There's a J right on top of that structure. I lost him, but he's right there. There he is. He's coming right over to me. What are the chances? What are the chances? Hey, buddy. How are you? Right to me. Right to me. He thinks I'm one of them. There's no doubt about it. Good boy. Good boy. Where are you going? I moved too fast. Check this out. And I'm going to locate where these guys are today. It's so hard to find these guys. You know, it's part of what people don't understand. You know, how many, there's a 1,000 different situations out here, and 1,000 different beings, and 1,000 different possibilities, and it takes a lot of repetition to do this. Dirt. Something with the dirt, guys. They're bringing the dirt from underground. Watch this. He's the J sitting right on there. He's on the structure, flew from the structure and landed next to me. I'm telling you, he thought I was one of them. That's what I think. If I'm in the world, then it's a little different, but this is unbelievable to have right there. That's unbelievable. There's all kinds of dirt piles all around it, and there's walking coming out of every possible thing, all from there. Let's go find these guys. The fact that Jay, he was so friendly. Hope I didn't lose him. Let me see if I can get him off camera. Wow, aspens, you guys. These guys are special. This is marking the beginning of one gigantic world of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Piles of dirt, just random piles of dirt all over the place. There's no holes involved. They're just dumping piles of dirt. That's the amazing thing. You can see the glyphs next to the dirt. Is I don't understand how it gets there. They bring that dirt from somewhere else. So wherever they bring it from, they don't want you to know it. It's not like they bring it from over, like right there and then put it there. They definitely bring it away from where they're getting it. I think they carry it in some kind of like a holder, like a big strap or something. All right, let's go find these guys. It's gonna be tough through a dirty windshield. Let me see. Just gonna see if I can get the edge of that. Oh yeah, they put the big one on top. There's no doubt about that. A copy of it next to it. Look, see, there's a big one, little one. You guys gotta learn the markers. It's so easy. I mean, what I teach is like kindergarten level here. It's very simple. If you're having trouble with it, you're only having trouble with yourself. Trust me on that one. Everything I tell you is the truth. So if you can't believe something, they win. Your brainwashing is winning, okay? You've been fooled, okay? So you're fighting with yourself. No one's out trying to waste your time, okay? This is all real. You guys, look at this. Thank God. I'm walking uphill. Just go with the breath thing, because I don't have time. Head rush. Unreal. Unbelievable. These guys, they're the same ones as the ones in Little Bigfoot Universe. All right, I'm coming out of that spot. It's simply unbelievable, right? Then I'm on this Sasquatch highway, and then I just come to the doorway of their world, and there it is. X. Take me to it, guys. I need to go there. This was so hard for me to get here. I more than likely, even if we had lunch together, I might not be able to come back here again. That's a trident, guys. This is all. It's all right here in front of our eyes. Look at this. Like I said, just bear with. It's not. You're not seeing the perfect, unbelievable structures today, like I showed you in the Aspens. I'll probably put that clip in first. That's so cool down there. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go out that way. I'm gonna take another closer look. I did not find those guys. They're down below me. I wanted to get to the power lines, and the forest is not quite what I wanted. But I'm hoping that it pays off. We got so next to the doorway is an incredible trident. All right, that they did, and then you got, of course, your leaner on the stump, which is just too blatant, and then in the stump is a hole. That just looks blatant to me. It really does. Ooh, I got one of your spots. I don't think these guys will make any noise unless I walk into one. They're not going to make any communication noises with me. I don't think so. Like, as friending wise, it would just be to distract me. These guys don't do that. What is that? Look at that spot. Oh, thank you. I needed it. Look at this, you guys. Here's Other City. The Others City. Well, that's what I'll call the video. This is the Others City. Wow. Let me film this slowly so you can see it. Get some timestamps too. They're right here. I know my arms are just like ridiculous right now. That's an X right there in the corner. Where is it? Watch this. Look at the ground. It's unreal. These, I'm telling you, these are the dogmen. Right here. This is them. You guys, I even know who you are. Look at that giant X over it. Wow, it was worth it. There's another X there I was standing right in front of. It's right there. It's absolutely beautiful. It has the moss on it and everything. Look at them. Look at the X's with the moss, guys. It's hard to find that here. I've showed it to you a couple times this year. They like that. What about the X that was inside the moss I filmed? That was incredible. I don't know. Nobody says anything, so I have no idea. You guys, I just do these videos, I put them up, and I'm back out here. I don't know what you guys think, and I don't know what you're seeing. I don't know anything about myself. I don't know what people think. I don't really care. I care, like if you're like, Mark, I love your work, that's different. But if you've got criticism, I could care less. Go criticize away. No one cares. Take a close look at yourself first. Before you criticize anything I do, ask yourself, could I do it any better than him? Of course you can't. So don't criticize, okay? Seat right there, and it's nice and clear. He's sitting right there. Look how clean it is. You guys, look at the ground here. Right? Look at the ground. Right? And then look here, where his seat is. It's perfectly clean. Wow, look at that. Yeah, this is them. This is no doubt about it. This is them. Look at that. Big boys. This is how you die, because if you fall on one of these, you're dead. Don't care. I'll care, but I don't care until it happens. Just want it to be quick. Look at the Other City. There's no way this could be happening. We're just right here only. Look. I mean, you guys, the second you leave here, it looks like that. There's not even a branch on the ground. Ooh, but there's a perch overlooking the hill right there. Look at that. Oh, because it's real steep over here. Look at that defined cutout perch. We'll go over to that. Surrounded by X's. They're standing right in here somewhere because I can feel it. Don't zap me now, okay? They don't want to hurt me. these negative experiences, I can't help to think, or it's more of the human's fault than it is theirs. The human had wrong intentions. He'll probably never admit it, you know, but he probably did something stupid, was thinking something stupid, was thinking about money, was whatever that human does or was thinking was probably wrong. There's something about that person they don't like, and they have a reason, they have a right to that, just like us. But in my opinion, and that's all it is that if there's any negative experiences, typically it's that person. I'm not saying that person's bad or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's never happened to me, and if it was going to happen to anyone, it would have happened to me by now. It's because they like me. You got to have the right intentions. You have to understand this, which even some of the biggest believers just unfortunately don't and never ever will. They claim they do and they're on board, but they honestly don't understand. They still believe that they're better than what's out here. And as long as you do that, people just don't get it. It's all telepathy. You're all connected to energy. It's just that we've been disconnected from the knowing part. Let's go to that perch out there. That's incredible. You guys, look at this spot. Holy shit. Look at this. Forgive my language. Right in front of it all. Oh my God. Look at this. Wait till you see what's behind it. I'm going to put it in backwards because I want you to see the X first. I'm coming down from it, from the other's world. You guys, I can't believe I found this in here. This is what I was looking for. You know, I wanted I was saying I wanted like the perfect stuff, but this is good. I'll take this all day long. This is their version of the perfect stuff. This is as perfect as their stuff gets. This is how they all do it. I can't explain it to you. I know exactly where I am now the second I'm there. Like I know who I'm with. It's part of, you know, it's we've learned so much in this. It's crazy. Look at that, you guys. It's a trident, okay? It's a Trident X, one of the most amazing Trident X's I've ever seen in my life. There's a giant hangout underneath it. That's incredible. What was I going to call this? Oh yeah, the Others City? That doesn't make any sense. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. Where you guys at? I get it, I really do. I don't even care. You don't have to talk to me. I get mad at them in Bigfoot Universe because, oh man, there's some footprints through here. Here's the pine cone eating right here. Okay, now do you understand that you pine cones? Look at this, you guys. Wow. And let me show you, this is in a place where you could never approach it. There is footprints right here. Look at this footprint. It's like the same size as my foot. I pushed it down a little bit, just to... Huge dogman footprints everywhere. They have not had a visitor here ever. Human. Look at that. It's right there. You'd never know it. Look, as you step out, you can't see anything. Look at that. You can't see it. Just 20, 30 feet away. The way they do it, it's amazing to me. Look at this tree, how squatchy it is, right next to all of that. It's incredible. It's theirs. It's all a result of them. And you can see they mark it. I think I found where the main world is. Look at that X, you guys. This is all right with that. It's just right above it, and it's turning Bigfoot-like. I hope. I need these guys today. I should have went to a place. You guys may not believe this, I never told you this, but I have a place where I go if I'm sad. They'll make me happy. There's seats right there. They can't change my feelings necessarily, but I think they can, but that's not what they do. They just interact with me when I'm sad. If I'm not, I don't get much. If I'm genuinely sad, like have depression, then they do all kinds of, they walked me all the way to my car for an hour. It was an amazing thing. Things I'll never be able to explain to you where you'll understand it. You know what I mean? If that's not a language, I don't know what is. That's part of their language. He drew it with like paint or something. There's definitely a spot right here. He stands right here. These I'm telling you, is what you guys would call a dogman. I'm not calling him that. I'm just saying it so you understand. Yeah, there's no doubt that something did that. It's not possible for that to be natural. It's one of these, I call them Florida, Georgia type trees. And that's a language. That's part of their language. Dogman right here. It's real dry. If you stand there, you wouldn't even know it. See? There's no way to make footprints, and he's not making a seat, but he has this spot for himself. It looks like just for himself. I've come across them by themselves many times, and a lot of times they don't seem to have that. I'm making all kinds of noise in here, but like, whoa. I just heard a crazy noise. It was among my talking and stepping. In other words, it's possible to walk up on these guys. It's not easy, but it's possible. Versus the ones that are like in Bigfoot Universe, you can't walk up on them. It's impossible. You can, but they'll stop you. They have too much help. These single dog dudes, they have their own spots, and I don't think they have those little third dimensionals there. Whatever it is, warning them. Alright, so enough's enough. This is what's here. This is all that's here. I was hoping something would happen, Like, even if I did piss them off, tough. You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, because if you're a jerk, then if you're a mean one, I feel the same way, just like I feel about people. Here's brand new dirt. There's no way. There's brand new dirt there. It's brand new, you guys. Fluffy as can be. No holes. Animals do that. Really, with symmetrical X's too? I don't think so. They live in the ground. Okay? Whatever they do, it comes from underground. It's something I've known for quite some time. I just don't like to tell people because they don't understand. But if you think about it, use your common sense. You think they go up or down? What makes more sense, guys? Where can't you see? Of course they're in the ground, guys. Trust me on this, okay? Look at that growth. They're in the ground, I promise. Look at that. Man, that Dogman City, or that the other city, that was awesome. I'm hoping to find, I came way up without filming, and I'm walking through a different way. Another one, look, you could literally walk in on his highway. It only comes in to here, and it just stops. Crazy decoration log, teepee structures, walkways. Doesn't want to be friends with me in any way that I can tell. Whoa, here we go. I got whistles. The weird part is the jays are here. Those jays are like no other bird. They're extremely intelligent. They just land next to you with like an all-knowing. There's another spot. It's another little city, I call it. There's a perch out there. I got a whistle as soon as I got here. It's on the camera's running, but I don't think you can hear it. You see, this is a giant X, right? Where does a 9-foot tall, badass creature hide while I walk through? It's amazing, that their rules are to conform to us. I'll bet you a lot of them don't want to. It's probably it's national security type thing. Good spot. But kind of ugly, except for the X's. I tell you, the X's did an amazing job on the X's. In fact, that's a little too nice. You guys, that X is a little too nice for you guys. Try to make it a little shittier next time. Have a great day, you guys. I love you. Even though you don't like me, I still love you guys. Just think of me as a liaison between humans and you guys. Look how that's an X. Like, I don't care if you think that we would consider you bad. I think that humans make mistakes like that. I don't think that that's the truth. Just because one of you is, now everyone is. That's the problem with humans. That one thing, one person gets shot in a high school, they got to fix every kid in the world. It's just not fair. These are isolated incidences. We've conformed our entire society around like 3 different things that have happened. It's crazy, man. Blatant. I dig it. It's really cool. I'm definitely not upset that I came in here today, but I think I knew I was going to come out without sounds and stuff. But important part of the research, look at through here. Important part of the exploring is, that's amazing. That's where you go in. Is doing it all. You got to do it all. Just in case you were wondering, I'm at literally the top of the world. Because down there is the top of the world. Down there is like 95 to 10,000. I'm at like 11 without looking or just guessing, 10.8, something like that. I'm way up here. It's crazy. That's why the forest, it's where these types are. Not always. I find the Sasquatch up here too. Oh, look at the trident. That is so blatant. Look at that one. Come on now. Hey, forget about it, huh? Hey, forget about it. Not an accident. Marking right where I'm standing. It's literally showing you that they're in there. It's showing somebody. All right, bye. I had a couple of these spots from way here. Look, I think I see a few structures out there, and I just want to see what they look like in the day. X's. Circle. With the smoke unfortunately is there, but it's kind of adding to it. It just doesn't come out in the camera properly. You gotta see how pretty that is off the camera. Out there. Smoke everywhere, you guys. That's all smoke. Look at that. Luckily, some of it's getting trapped in and around the mountains. Look at Rookie Central from Denver. You can just tell. Where are they? Look. Guy's going way too slow. His suspension's shot in the back. You can tell. Look. See how it's riding slow? I mean, why wouldn't that guy pull, unless they're together, why wouldn't that dude pull over? And if they're together, why wouldn't they space a little bit more? It looks to me like that dude is like, why are you going so slow? Look at that out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna come out my motorcycle. See ya. Finally. Hey, he wants to catch a buzz. That's a joke. You know where I get that from? It's crazy. It's not crazy, but how I remember it, it's crazy. So you guys, it's so hard to get right here. It's almost ridiculous. Jeep only. I should say Jeep / Denali only. My freshman year of high school, right? Not only my freshman year, my first day walking through these giant doors. I had this beautiful high school I went to. The seniors, looked like full-grown men, back then. It was like, people are smaller now. Back then, these guys were like huge men. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, our football players were these huge guys. And I never forget, the guy's name was Jeff Cotton. He was like the best football player, all that stuff. And I walk into the front door, and he's just like hanging out with his little pod of like cool friends. And he goes, hey, freshman. I look over and he's like, you want to catch a buzz? He's like leaning like against the wall next to the you kind of had to be there, but next to the power socket. And I was like, no, it's okay, thank you. No one ever messed with me though in high school. I came with a rep, thankfully. All right, guys. It was worth it, but I'm not. This wasn't the best day I've ever had, like in the forest. That's for sure. But worth it. The city was worth it. I'm kind of curious what's over here. I'm sure they have stuff in there too, but I'm not going to look. Well, the only thing we can thank God for at this moment, well, two things. I made it out of there, and secondly, inside that truck, there's air conditioning. I'm just dry. I turned the camera on out of just for no other reason than I just am bored in a way, trying to get out of here. I'm almost out right here. That's the hard part, guys. Just knowing where to look. That's the hard part. Getting there is the second hard part. And then actually capturing something on a video that someone wants to see is the third hard part. None of what I do is easy, okay? So don't tell me you're jealous of me. It's not. There's no jealous of Mark Abel. You could. I guess the only thing I'm thinking about it right this second, like maybe you could be envious of my abilities with them and my connection with them. Fine, go ahead. You should be. But as far as is that quartz? There's a rock right underneath that, you guys, or something. Look, they put something right there. Right, whatever that is. I think it's quartz. Wow, there's quartz in them, look. Look at the triple structure. It's hard to see it. It's a triple. It's a triple X. And underneath it, some kind of quartz rock. Right underneath it. Right there. What the heck? Look at that. As far as I have determined, there's no one out here monitoring, like, so government-wise, except for choppers. So as far as I know, I could easily not see them at times, but I've never seen any real suspicious vehicles here, anything like that. So, I would have caught them by now. I think that I'm not saying they'll stop by, every 5 years or something, but as far as, like, visiting them, I don't think that our special departments do that. I think it's all done by chopper. And it's a lonely one. Let me see. Oh yeah, I love it right there. Places like this aren't left unused. You can just see the squatchiness. You can see it. You see that stump? That's theirs. Don't be surprised if that's them half the time. They appear to be coming a stump. Like that old guy told me before he died. Mark, don't let them fool you. They'll become trees. They'll become stumps. I was like, I so wholeheartedly believed him, even though my brain didn't at the time. But I don't think it's that they're becoming them. I think that it appears like it. It's technology. Simple tech that we haven't got yet. You'd be surprised how simple real technology is once you get there. And we just haven't got there yet. Take a little look in these woods right here. I'm at some little campsite here. I'm really up here. I have toilet paper everywhere. It's just absolutely disgusting what people do. Yeah, toilet paper is biodegradable, but it's disgusting. It's a lack of respect. Don't let me catch you doing that. You can see where I am. I am literally up here. Let's get a couple of these spots. One of the reasons we constantly do this is because just because you didn't get anything then doesn't mean it might take you a million times. And then you finally get them. They're just sitting there in a big pod, You didn't get anything on that Zoom. How come we didn't get anything? Where's a deer? Where's a bird in that Zoom? You guys some people don't think rationally. I'm not filming anything. There's millions of animals out here. I don't have any. You expect to catch the smartest of all of them, which they're not even animals? That doesn't make any sense. How dumb people are. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like your simple thinking logic. Lots of dirt. There's no doubt this is a way in. They probably, these piles, fresh piles, and there's all kinds of trampoline. It's all flat. It goes right in there. So just because I wanted to stand right here, you can say this is them. Not near their world though, but somewhere around here. They definitely are hanging around. The trampoline on the ground is pretty crazy. It's flat. All right, let's keep going up the road. I'm gonna find somewhere special today. Unfortunately, it's gonna not be easy. Unfortunately for me. Zone 2. Remember, it's the daytime as well. Everything's different in the day. They're out, but unless they're in the deep forest and stuff, they don't just go walking around like, unless it's within their secured system. I don't know what that is, but I know it's some kind of structure or marker. Look at it, it's just blatant. How could it be on top of that beautiful place where I've been filming them now for years? Not there, but the same type of environments. That's really good right in there. Wow, this would be a perfect, unbelievable place to drone from. Right here. I'm so upset, you guys. I really am. Like, I'm already having a really tough time, and then after I lost the drone, it's gonna be tough through a dirty windshield. Let me see. Just want to see if I can get the edge of that. Oh yeah, they put the big one on top. There's no doubt about that. A copy of it next to it. Look, see, there's a big one, little one. You guys gotta learn the markers. It's so easy. I mean, what I teach is like kindergarten level here. It's very simple. If you're having trouble with it, you're only having trouble with yourself. Trust me on that one. Everything I tell you is the truth. So if you can't believe something, they win. Your brainwashing is winning, okay? You've been fooled, okay? So you're fighting with yourself. No one's out trying to waste your time, okay? This is all real. You can see, guys, look. These dark forests, there's no penetrating. I don't care if you're in a chopper or what. You cannot see what's in these forests. It's impossible. And whenever I'm in those forests, it's kind of what I was in today. It was flatter than that, but it's the same trees, same thickness. And when you get in there, it's a different world. It's, I believe that's where most of the ones are that, you probably don't necessarily need to meet them. Like where the Sasquatch are, where light comes in. They're where the views are. They have seats of absolute beauty. I don't believe evil incorporates beauty into their lives. I don't think it just doesn't go with it. It's, you know what I mean? Dark does, in my opinion. Anything dark and shitty, that's evil. Anything beautiful and incredible and gorgeous and it shows me someone's appreciating it. And that's where you'll find your people-like. Let's not even say Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Your people-like beings out here are always in those beautiful, straight, branchless pine tree forests, and because it gives that perfect mixture of everything. In there are the darker ones. Like I said, they don't do anything to me. They don't warn me. They don't scare me. Nothing's ever happened. I've had things happen in there, but not like no big deal. Where I go into the people ones, it's a whole different thing because they're dealing, I'm dealing with, I think there's more of an interest there from both sides. If you're more, there's an X right there. If you're more of a family type, it's different, like more of a people type, it's different. If you're more of like, say, maybe not animal, but you're different than a person. Even if you're from another planet, like you're different from people, you're some kind of creature, or something. Those are the ones that don't seem to care. Like they don't want to be like, hey man, like what's going on? He's like, if anything, yeah, they're the ones that eat you. I don't know. I'm making some of this up. But I'm just driving. At least I'm on a bigger road now. That's how I do it. I'm always up here. Because they don't think you can see them, and I say I leave it open as you're going by. They're like sitting right there. Here's the spot I filmed at the Win. I want to go up there. There's something about these big rocks up there. Sorry, hit the button. Whenever I point the camera up, I hit the button. Oh, okay, now I can see it. Some weird grass or something. Tricks. They have the craziest tricks, you guys, with stumps and rocks. I'll put some of those in. Some of the recent ones. Remember, I don't even show you guys the last 5 years. I mean, a couple pictures here and there, but you gotta go back and see that. You know, there's 10,000 pictures of them from live video, and they're all real. And if you question it, you're just questioning yourself. No one's out to trick you here. This is all legit. It's a trident. That's a spot and a million right there. I see another one just like it that was made. There's two right there. Look at that. Oh, there's three. There's another one. These are their spots right there. That's how they do it with the rocks. I know they are. I'm gonna keep going. They're like rock formations put together. I call them mounds. Whenever you see a bunch of giant rocks and they've all been piled together, your brain just dismisses it as like, oh, I guess that's the way the water left it 300 million years ago. It's like, you know, I mean, it's amazing what you think. Like the things that come to you so easily are the dumbest things you could ever imagine, but because you're so brainwashed, it's just easy for you. You know, it shows you how simple people are. And I think we need to keep most people that way. Because most people shouldn't be thinking for themselves. I just wish that we had a government that we could trust. That's what we need. We need a government that, you know, like when you turn the news on, you can trust everything that's said on that news. Like you go to life in prison if you speak, if you lie on the news about something. You know, that way, if we could all trust our system, we wouldn't have to think. You could just enjoy, you know what I mean? You could just enjoy your life. You had full faith in your government was doing everything they could to make your life happier. And I think we all know that's not the case. It's a bunch of personal agendas going on. Sorry, it's hard to do while you're on these grants. A lot of gravel. That's why you're hearing the truck so much. It's nothing you've ever seen. It's nowhere near anywhere I've ever been, and it should be good. And hey, I want to talk about Slayer. Our good buddy Slayer apparently I didn't get the full story yet. I want to let him calm down a little bit. He's apparently had a really horrific experience with his son, and like literally saw him, and there's a story there. So maybe I'll have him come on and he can tell the story, or he can just tell me and I'll tell you whatever he wants to do. But it's legit. I mean, he had a real encounter, and you know, apparently it wasn't good, and they were scared and things like that. And one of the things I want to make clear is that, I've never in 5 years had a negative experience. I've been, you know, nervous and, you know, at night and scared, but those are just typical human reactions, you know. So there is, I really feel, this is my opinion, by the way, it really is. But I'm pretty convinced of it, and I think most people, just by common sense, like default common sense, would agree that, you know, everything is good and bad. Like, you know, so wouldn't you guys be willing to just kind of like just admit, like, or not admit, but agree that, like, no matter what, pick a planet 50 trillion miles away that we don't know about, and it's fully inhabited by whatever, right? There's probably good ones, and there's probably bad ones. There's probably nice people, and there's probably dicks. It's just the way it always is. I'm willing to believe that with every race, or every species, you know, that we don't know about, there's some kind of good versus evil going on. I think it's always been that way. I think there's something, really something to look at the Bible there with you know, good versus evil stuff. It's not just that an opinion it is, but it's also an opinion based on seeing their setup, seeing how they wait for each other, seeing how they guard their spots, things like that. And it's not from people. I always assumed it was just like, you know, not to let people approach, and that's the least of it. People are so easy. You can hear us coming from so far away. It's almost ridiculous. There's no sneaking up on these guys. That's people like, you gotta be more quiet. Like, people don't understand what is going on and how this all works. You don't be quiet at all. You just be yourself. Be a loud, annoying human being. It's just the way we are, and I think if you act any differently, it's suspicious. It's suspect. You just got to be cool, man. They know you're coming. They have abilities beyond anything you can imagine, and they know everything. How did those rocks get there? Those are new. There's no doubt they put those there. I know they did just by looking at the shapes of them. They're too weird, and they came from up there. And there's a leaner trident field goal right there. They did that. So Slayer, well, sorry that you had a bad experience. Don't let it affect your whole thing. You know, it could be, you know, a rogue. You know, I go into these worlds of, you know, where there's many of them, and in fact, I've always wanted to go in right there. And it's not like that, you know, in the big groups of them. Let me go take a look. Let's give me a second. As I'm driving here real quick, just to break the monotony, I just want to go back to the good versus evil thing, the good and bad ones, basically. I don't know if, I think I said it once, but I want to make it really clear that, you know, it's been a big thing of mine, you know, with them. Like, I've said it to them many times out there when I'm in their world, like, you guys better be good. But the bottom line for me is I'm okay with it. Like, I feel like I'm almost like, I don't know. I'm okay with whoever I'm dealing with. Like, if you're bad, it's okay. I'm still there. Like, I love you. I'm there as your friend. Almost like, you know, a Christian standpoint, in a sense. I think that's exactly what it is. Like, so just because you're evil or you're bad, I mean, you know, I'm gonna give you a chance no matter what. Like, maybe I can help you. You know, maybe because I'm nice, they'll see that nice is good. I mean, maybe not. I know it sounds a little ridiculous, but it doesn't really matter to me oh man, you gotta see that X. I gotta pull over here and look at that X. Look at that. There's a car there. That thing's insane right there. There's a huge X right there. Look at these tribal places right here. There's a Ford. It smelled like burning oil as it went by me. I'm not kidding. Old Fords are just the worst. There's nothing worse than any Ford that's got 100,000 miles or more on it. They just can't they just can't stay together. If you have a new Ford, like a new truck, like, I don't really bash anybody with a new vehicle because they're all pretty nice when they're new, but man, I don't know how I came away. I didn't want to come, and I don't know what's going on now. I guess I'm gonna go for it. Like, where does that go? Give me a sec.